What is going on, Nemo Nation? It's Iconic Guys, and today I am joined by my grandma.
Hi.
I haven't done my video of the week yet, and I'm at my grandma's house this weekend. Well, actually not the whole weekend, but just today / sometime tomorrow, because we're gonna go to the beach. And yeah, so I haven't done my video of the week yet. David has. I haven't seen his, because you know, whatever. So the video of the week is a time you got in trouble as a child. So, Grandma, do you want to go first?
All right. My name is Sarah Queen, and I'm Connor's grandma. And I got in trouble a lot when I was younger because I had a younger sister, and she and I used to fight all the time. And sometimes she would make me so mad I could not get over it. One time she had a bad tooth, and it turned into an abscess, and she had to go to the dentist. So she went to the dentist, and then my mother had to bring her back to the car and told us to sit very still because the dentist was talking to another patient at that time. And naturally, my younger sister, her name was Billie Jean. She and I started messing around, kind of hitting each other, you know how children do when they're in the car together. And finally, she really loved to pinch, and she would pinch you so hard. Finally, she grabbed hold of my arm and gave me a really bad pinch. And when she did, it kind of made me mad. And what I did was I hauled off, not thinking about her jaw being sore, and I hauled off, and I kind of tucked her like that with my hand on her jaw, and she opened her mouth, and all of this stuff kept coming out.
Oh, God.
Plus, it was terrible. It scared me so bad. And I didn't know what to do, but there happened to be an old towel in the car with us in the back seat, so I gave it to her to hold to her mouth, and about that time, here comes my mother. And she looks at Billie Jean and she says, "Sarah Pat, what did you do?" And I said, I didn't mean to, but I kind of touched Billie Jean on the cheek, and Billie Jean said, "She didn't touch me, she popped me on the cheek."
Ow.
And when I did, my mother said, "Sarah Pat, what am I going to do with you? You know how bad her tooth hurts." And when she opened her mouth,
Sorry, that's my phone. Oh, you can continue. My phone.
when she opened her mouth again, all of this stuff kept oozing out, and it was what she had an abscessed tooth, and when I hit it, I had bursted that abscess, and all of this, I guess what you would call pus, I guess that's a bad word to use, but all of this stuff kept coming out. And so naturally, we had to get out of the car with Mom, and she had to run back up to the dentist office. And he looked at it, and what it was is her tooth had kind of abscessed underneath, and that's what was giving her problems. And when I tapped her, or kind of popped her on the cheek, it bursted, and all of this ooey stuff kept coming out. And the dentist, he was kind of upset with me too, and I just knew that I was going to get it big time, especially when we got home. But the dentist took Billie into the room and set her in the chair, and naturally, Mother went with her, and I had to sit in the waiting room, and I was so scared because I knew when my mother got me home, she was going to give me, not only one bad talking to, but probably a really good whipping. But Mother wasn't that kind, really, but you know how it is when you're a child. You think that everybody's going to really get on you big time. But anyway, the dentist, he had to give Billie a shot in her mouth, and he had to pull her tooth. And after a while, he finished, and Mother took us home. And naturally, Mother was still kind of upset with me. And so she told me to go to my room and close the door. And she would talk to me about it later. And I tell you, I was really one scared little girl. that's my story.
Alright, mine isn't like as bad, because I'm a good child. See, here's the thing, I hardly get in trouble because I'm too lazy to actually do anything, because I'm usually in my room like 24 hours a day. But this happened to me when I was like maybe 4 or 5. I think you were there, though I think I told you about it, or like, because you were there. Okay, so we were at like an arts and crafts festival, and it was one where my mom, and I don't know if my aunt was working there. And so you know like when you're little and you get those like kind of cheapy cameras that your parents made, like, yeah. So I was kind of like walking around, and like cause you know when I was like younger I didn't get in trouble like at all. Anywho, so I was like walking around just taking pictures, and like this first booth I like come across is like this like lady, right? And her paintings weren't that good, but I was like photographing her paintings. Okay, so about this time she walked over, and she got so mad at me for like photographing her paintings. Which I can kind of understand why now, but at the like time I didn't understand, especially like the way she presented herself to like this 4 or 5-year-old. She wasn't even like understanding about it. She was like, "Yo, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm taking pictures, ma'am." And then she was all like, what did she say? She's like, "You know, you should be asking first." And I'm like, I'm sorry, ma'am, I'll delete them." And she's like, "No, I don't want you to delete them, right?" So at least she said that. But then she was like, what did she say? I'm trying to remember. This happened a long time ago. My memory isn't that great. But then she's like, "What are you gonna do with those pictures?" And I'm like, she's like, "I'm gonna put them online." And like, I'm 4, so I really don't know what the internet is. And I said, "No, ma'am, I'm not gonna put them on the internet because I don't even." And I'm like, "Because I don't know what the internet is." And then she's like, "You liar! You do know what the internet is." Okay, so she called me a liar for that. A liar. A 4-year-old a liar. She doesn't know me. She doesn't know my life. And it's just like, this is the first time I really ever got in trouble with like by someone I didn't know. So it like really freaked me out, and I remember like started crying, and I think I like ran to you. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was like, oh my gosh, I got so sad. Like I deleted everything off my camera, and that's what happened to me. Cause I remember like running into your arms after this.
Yes, you did.
It was horrible. Cause I don't know this lady, and this lady doesn't know me, and she had the audacity to call me a liar. Oh my god. So yeah, that was our stories. That's my grandma again. If you want me to film any more videos with my grandma, give us a thumbs up and a like, or yeah, give us a like. If you have any video ideas, let us know in the description below. And if you're new, subscribe. I don't know if I'm gonna be filming a video tomorrow. I might at the beach. Maybe if we have a balcony, I might go outside and film outside. It's a rarity I go outside, but you know, whatever. So yeah, peace out, guys. Later. Grandma, have anything to say?
Well, I hope you all enjoy what we've told you today. And I hope you all have a good day. Goodbye.
Alright, peace out.